Hey y'all, this is ASJ.
I can't remember. Was it the Power Ranger panel? Because you didn't think I was going to let you do this without the original Rangers, did I? Come on. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. You better step it up. Can we talk about some original Rangers in this house? Because guess who's coming out the door in about 2 seconds? Miss Karen Ashley. Time to boogie with the bear, baby. Mr. David Yost, the Blue Ranger. Woo! And Mr. Walter Jones, Zach, the Black Ranger. He's dancing out the door. Somebody better shake it. Shake it. Oh yeah, and then there's me. I guess I gotta show up too. I would be awesome. Wait, is that supposed to be? Oh, all right, just check it.
Give it up, give it up, give it up!
Somehow I got promoted to moderator. See what happened was I got 2 mics and it all went downhill from there.
So we don't have a moderator today, so it's going to be us. So we'll make it simple for you. I see a microphone over here and I see a microphone over there. So we'll just make it a real easy question and answer panel for you guys. So if you have a question, line up at the mics, and we'll be happy to start the easy way.
Good morning!
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's 1 o'clock, so good afternoon.
Good afternoon!
I guess, yeah, good afternoon. Hello.
For those of us that stayed out late, good
Hello,
morning!
San Antonio. Yeah.
All right.
Talk to me, guys. Hello, guys. Thank you for coming out here. And once again, Walter and David, thank you once again for coming out to San Antonio, Alamo City Comic-Con.
Glad to be back, brother. Glad to be back.
And I don't actually have any questions. I just wanted to thank you guys, just like I thanked the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles guys, the same thing I did last night. Thank you very much for being a part of many of our childhoods. We greatly are glad to have you in our lives and growing up with you. Our pleasure.
Thank you.
And God bless y'all. Take care.
God bless you. Thank you.
On this side.
Hi, I just wanted to say you guys are awesome, and I was wondering what was your favorite episode to shoot?
So many. I'll start. I liked the Wild Wild West episodes. Yeah. And I like the one where I was the hall monitor. What was that? Fire safety. Fire safety. Yeah, that one. Yeah, good. Yeah. You didn't like that one? Fire safety wasn't that great?
I liked a lot of the episodes that we did. I mean, some, I can't say that I have a definitive favorite, but we do so many of these cons and we talk about it. It's a question we get asked all the time. And my answer changes a lot because I think of, oh yeah, there was that one. And so one of the episodes I really enjoyed doing was, I don't remember the name of it, but it was the one where I taught hip-hop keto to the kids. That was fun. Because they were like, okay, you're gonna teach hip-hop keto to the kids. And I was like, I'm gonna do what? Okay, I gotta figure out something I can teach them that they can do, and I had to kind of come up with a kata. So, since there's no real form of martial arts called hip-hop keto, I had to kind of create something.
There is now.
Wait a minute. I think you're talking to the master of hip-hop keto.
Oh, see, there it is.
He created it, right?
I am the master. Yes. The master done. Hello, there it is. I like it, okay. Anyway, so that was one of my favorite episodes.
I actually remember an episode that I didn't remember that I remembered until right about now. I remembered it. Kind of crazy how that happens when you remember something. Actually, I was working at, well, the entire cast. I wasn't with Karen yet. She hadn't graced us with her presence, which I should have had far more time with. But there was an episode where this guy had to have a tarantula put on his shoulder. Now, the funny part was, the guy came out, he's like, no man, we just fed it ate a bunch of crickets, he's cool. And you always know when they're gonna attack because the front 2 legs will come up. Okay, so here I am standing across from Walter. We're shooting a scene, cameras rolling, they put, actually there's more of this coming up in a second. They put the spider on his shoulder, big tarantula, like my hand, almost that big. In the middle of the scene, I watch his 2 legs come up and he's pointing at Walt's neck. I'm like,
Hey!
look out! Can I say that on camera? It's gonna bite you! I mean, this is what I'm thinking, but I couldn't say anything. And then the really even more immature and slightly evil side was like, this is gonna be good. Let's see what happens now. And then real quick, somebody swooped in, they were like, shh, got it. I was like, you almost got bit, you didn't even know it.
I did actually. What happened was the director said, all right, now look at the tarantula and scream.
Yeah.
The tarantula didn't like that. So I went, oh, and he went, oh, and I was like, oh. Somebody get it, somebody get it.
You're about to
They came and
die.
took it, but he didn't bite me, and I ended up taking him home. I named him Homie. He stayed at my house for like 2 years.
Our house.
Our house, yes.
He lived in an aquarium in our wall. We had a, like a wall aquarium. It wasn't big, nor was it impressive, but Homie dug it, and he ate lots of crickets, and lived with us for years.
He did. Homie.
Homie?
I remember that episode too. That was good. I think didn't I have a white mouse in that episode?
I think you did, yeah.
Yes, you did.
It's all coming back to us now. But
Yeah.
since I did over 200 episodes, I have a ton. But a ton of favorite ones. But the one with Amy Jo and I, where we did switching places, where I became Kimberly and she became Billy, was a fun one to film. And
I must have missed that.
Nice.
you were there.
Was I?
Yeah, just not present. But
I hate it when that happens.
and when Amy Jo and I got to play Power Ranger punks, that was good. The food fight episode was amazing.
That was fun.
And the Alien Ranger series was fun for me to film. I just had a blast. So, good question. Thank you.
Hi, I just want to thank you again for coming out, especially Austin and Walter. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
You might remember from last night, I was the rude, nosy guy who asked you what your favorite moment from filming was. Well, last night when I was copying my pictures, I had a computer error, and all of my everything from Saturday, including your wonderful panel, just whoop, gone. So I was wondering if I could ask you, what was the most difficult part of filming Power Rangers?
Well, let me help you out real quick. If you're looking for yesterday's panel, within the next few days, you'll be able to find it on my YouTube channel. We'll put it up. It'll also be linked to my Facebook. So you can find it.
Yeah.
One more time, what was your question, boss?
What was the most difficult part of filming Power Rangers for you?
Wow, I guess I kind of get the microphone in my face. Here I am. I think the hardest part of filming was hoping every day that I could continue to live up to the expectations of so many of you. And that was pretty intense for me. I know what I thought of when I was a child and I was looking at like Superman, Spider-Man, I am Batman, all of those like cool peeps. And if I had met them, I would have been absolutely in awe. And we had children and parents come to the set and see us all the time. And I saw that look that my inner 5-year-old would have had if Superman had walked in, sort of thing. So I didn't want to let anybody down. I was terrified that I might not live up to expectations. And I think that's what inspired me later to be a medic and to move on. And I know that all of us took it to heart, really, not wanting to let each of you down because we knew that some of you, many of you held one or all of us in the highest esteem. And man, that's a heavy weight to bear. 100, 200 million people that I can't make a mistake in front of. It's kind of scary.
I'll answer an easy way. The hours were really difficult.
Yeah.
We typically work 12 to 16-hour days, depending on what the work schedule was like. And I know when Karen and I worked on the film in Australia, there was one point where we worked 21 days straight without a break because we had gone over our time of filming the movie. And because of that, we had also filmed a TV show on top of filming the movie. So we were filming both at the same time. And then we also had to do our voiceover work on the episodes that we already shot. So we were never resting. So a lot of the times for me, it was just the hours.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I enjoyed it.
And with the movie, mix that with, they kept going, like we'd shoot during the day, and then they go, okay, we're going to night shoots. Then all of a sudden you had to stay up all night. Then they're like, okay, we're gonna go back to day shoots, and you had to stay up all day. So you were completely messed up. But yeah, the hours were killer. 5 a.m. call times are no joke for the girls every day. Thank you.
I thought the most difficult part was not being able to kiss Angela. You know. Like, man, she kept getting away from me. I was like, there she is, Angela. Oh man, she went away again.
You never got to kiss her?
No, I think there was one episode I finally got to kiss Angela, and then they never brought her back.
Quit.
Maybe she didn't want to come back.
But I ate my Mentos that day, so I was.
As long as you had a Tic Tac.
Great question. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi guys, how's it going? Glad y'all made it to San Antonio. Y'all answered pretty close to my question. I was gonna ask about the movie, what was the biggest difference from filming the movie rather than filming the episodes for the TV show?
Man, it was just bigger, and I mean the sets were better, and the suits were more intricate, and everything they tried to, they really wanted to take it to another level. So like the suits were extremely heavy, like 30-pound suits. So everything was just bigger and better, and like we would work on a scene for like 2 weeks, like one scene for 2 weeks, and we were so used to having, shooting, 2 to 3 episodes a week. So that was a very different pace, to where you're working over and over and over that same scene, shooting it 80 different ways. But I think ultimately when we saw the movie, it definitely paid off. That was a huge difference. What do you think?
Yeah, just obviously we got to go to Australia. We were there for almost 6 months filming the movie, and we got to travel all over that part of the world, different parts. So it was a lot of fun, but just like Karen said, just bigger and better sets, higher budget, and just we spent a lot more time doing one scene as opposed to what we would do on a TV show.
When I did Turbo, the movie, and I got to be evil, which I loved.
You got to be evil?
I got to be evil.
That's nothing new.
He got to reveal his evilness.
Anyway, I remember being blown away because just like they were saying with their feature, I remember walking onto the movie set and I was expecting what I saw on the TV show, which was like, we're gonna put your suit together with a Band-Aid, a little duct tape, and maybe some chewing gum. And then I showed up in the movie and it was massive. I remember the inner sanctum where I was dipped in lava and got to fight with the Rangers and be a bad guy. And I was blown away. I was like, wow, somebody found some money. A lot of it. Can they bring it to the TV series? Because this is not normal. And it was crazy. I loved it.
Yeah.
And when that's right. I didn't do
Maybe in the reboot.
Maybe the reboot. There's one more chance. There's another shot for you.
Make long-term movie.
And the gentlemen here in this amazing, beautiful ensemble. Yes, go Cowboys.
That's
Go
right.
ahead.
Can I get it for Dallas in the house? How many Dallas fans are there? That's what I'm talking about. Oh no, was there a boo? We're not friends anymore, man. We're not friends anymore.
Oh, now let's not fight.
I just wanted to say again, thank you for making it out to Texas. And I was really glad I could make it out here to see all of you. And Austin, I get a kick out of that story with Zach and the tarantula. But my question's really for everybody. They can all weigh in. Do you have any more stories like that? Like maybe something funny that happened on set, or just any kind of story that happened? Maybe a prank you played on one of the other Rangers or something along those lines?
Man, do you know how many pranks there were?
Oh, it's too many.
I'm not like David. I only did like 100 episodes. But there were pranks at every possible opportunity. We had this PA, production assistant, that myself and Walt and Jason Frank, when he came into the show later, we just had this kind of camaraderie with this guy named Nick Kellis. And he used to walk down the hallway with this armful of gear, like papers everywhere, and he was a PA, so the first AD, who works right next to the director, was always screaming at the PA, Nick, bring the actors to set, bring the actors to set. Well, I was 18, very immature, and it was my job to be a pain in everybody else's butt. I did it well, especially him, because I lived with him. And
It still hurts.
But, you know, I love him now, it's okay. And he used to come walking down the hall, and we would all just like fly out of the rooms and attack him. And we would have like these wrestling matches, and like in the hallway, papers going everywhere, his radio's going everywhere, AD screaming in his ear, bring him to set, and he's like, I'm trying! And that was like all the time though. That was like a daily, every opportunity we could kind of moment. Good times.
I remember one prank that we pulled. It was actually the wardrobe, and we put it on the productions, well, the camera guys and the director. For those of you who don't know, and some of you will too, I'm missing a finger on my left hand. See, here it is. It's missing.
Hey man, where'd it go?
I lost it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I hope you look for it later.
Yeah, thank you. But they had a mannequin that was used as a stunt or something. It was a mannequin on the set, and somebody, well, I'd taken the finger off the mannequin, and I had placed it in between my fingers, right? So it was a brown mannequin, and it was a brown finger, so I put it in between my fingers, and we were doing the morphin' time sequence, so it was like, all right, here we go, it's morphin' time, right? So I did it, and the wardrobe girl was in on it with me, and she said, wait, stop, hold on, I gotta fix something. And she went over, and she came over, and she grabbed the finger, she went, okay, it's better, here we go. And everybody was like, what the hell just happened? Because at that point, there were a lot of people still that on the set that didn't even know I was missing a finger, so they were like, that was freaky. But that was kind of fun.
That's awesome.
I have 3 Jason David Frank stories.
Oh, great.
And I'm a consummate professional, so I didn't play practical jokes. So these are things that are either done to me or done to others. So I think most people know the infamous fly in my sandwich story. I was stuck on set and I was starving, so I asked Jason David Frank said he would go make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for me, which he did. Unbeknownst to me, he put a fly in it. And I had eaten the sandwich, and after I ate the sandwich, everybody told me there was a fly in the sandwich. So I ate a fly, so that was good.
Protein, exactly.
Protein. You needed it. We were working long hours.
Another story with Jason David Frank. I was in the bathroom using a urinal. Everybody likes my pee stories.
We do.
And Jason David Frank came up and stood in the urinal next to me, and all of a sudden I looked down and there's water going all over my shoe, and Jason David Frank had peed all over my shoes. Purposely. He's gonna kill me for
That's
the next.
like against the law.
The next one's the best one.
Guys, don't bully.
I get so
That's the moral of the story.
So, sorry for all the little kids in the room. The next one, he was a weird guy. We had this other PA, I don't remember his name, but Jason David Frank had pulled out one of his pubic hairs, and
That's right.
he had gone up to the guy and was like talking to him, and like somehow Jason's pubic hair got attached to the guy's lip. And the guy didn't
I
know.
remember this.
And he was like talking, and like Jason's like, "Oh, dude, you got a pubic hair on your lip." And so he like pulled up. Those are the ones I remember because they're.
So for all of the children in the room, let this serve as an example of what not to do. You pee on anybody that's not as nice as David Shue, and you're liable to get punched in the face. Exactly. Right? I'm just saying.
They were. It doesn't sound funny, but they are funny. They are.
We do not encourage this.
Now, well, I have a Jason David Frank story as well, because I, was a consummate professional also. And we were on the set for the movie, and like literally within a day or two, Jason like got every single Australian crew member to hate us, like despise the American bratty teenagers. And what he would do is he would have like a glass of water, and he would wet his fingers, and every time someone would walk by, he'd go, "Achoo," and like fling the water on them. And this went on for like a week, and they couldn't say anything. Like they couldn't get mad at him. They couldn't, like, who were they gonna tell, And we're like in the corner like, and they're like like literally they hated us. Like by the time we left, they were ready for us to go. And so like every single person, they thought they were getting like
Sneezed
boogers.
on them, yeah.
Like, and so they thought the booger was flying on them, but it was actually just water. But yeah, good old Jason.
Good question. What's your name?
Sorry?
What's your name?
Oh, Aaron.
Aaron. With an A or?
Yes.
Okay,
2
cool.
A's.
2 A's. Aaron.
Good job, Dallas Cowboy.
We're gonna find you.
Good question.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt real quick, but we have a very special day. Today is Miss Karen Ashley's birthday.
Can we get a one? I think we should sing happy birthday. Happy birthday, we ready?
Here we go. You ready? Take this.
And on
Let me
3.
get my phone. Let me get my phone.
Waiting on the birthday girl.
Wait on the birthday.
Stand by. Stand by.
This is the birthday moment. This birthday moment brought to you by the Power Rangers.
Okay. Yes.
Is she breaking out the iPhone action? This is a selfie birthday photo song.
All right. Hit it.
City Cop, baby. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Karen Aaron.
Look at with the bear.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you guys. Okay. We'll have cake after. I
You
promise.
look so young for 21.
I know, right? I'm 21. Thank you. You did a great job, right? That was really sweet. Thank you guys. We will have cake after. I've got 2 cakes, so I cannot eat all the cake. I will cut it up and you will have a piece.
Dave was up all
Thank you,
night.
Zach.
Okay, over here.
Hard to follow that up. Anyhow, first off, thank you for coming out. I was one of the older fans. I actually grew up watching this with my little cousins. They were like 5 and 5. So they're in their 20s now. Whatever. Anyways, this is a question for Austin. What was it like meeting Yuta Mochizuki, your counterpart from Zoolander?
Yuta and I, well, obviously, the first time I'd ever met him was at Power Morphicon a few weeks back, maybe a month or so. First off, I was blown away to meet. Like, everybody's like, oh, you're the original Red Ranger. I'm like, no, I'm not. I found out I'm number 26.
That's true.
Like, that's crazy, right? Everybody in the rest of the world outside of Japan, they're like, you're number 1. No, I'm not. So I was really excited to meet Yuta, and I really looked forward to it. I couldn't wait to be there. I asked the ladies and many other people that are a part of the phenomenal team that I have to please help me meet with him. And Zach, my agent, all kinds of people came together. And he didn't speak, well, he spoke far more English than I speak Japanese. Konnichiwa, that's about it. Arigato. Yeah, domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Like, that's how I roll. And we had a translator or 2 with us all the time, and Walt and some of the other folks, like after the convention, we went, and I didn't even know who he was at first. He showed up, and there was a stunt guy with him, and I thought the stunt guy was him, and I was totally wrong. And then I figured out who he was. I was like, wait, you're him. You know, and I kind of had a fanboy moment. I was like, would you sign my chest? Not really, but we had some beers, we hung out, and we talked, and it was kind of different for me. I've been in many places where I needed translators, but it was the first time with someone that created the legacy that I had to follow up on. And at 17, I was too stupid to even know what I was really doing. So I figured out after the fact that I was following this guy. He was the OG, number 1. And it was really cool. We've had a few email exchanges. He just sent me an email wishing me happy birthday. Mine was a week or 2 ago. I turned 22. And, I sent him a response back, and I'm hoping to maybe spend some time with him in Japan, maybe in the next year.
I think it would be great if everybody had the opportunity to meet their counterparts. Get like a photo opportunity.
I agree.
It's pretty cool.
That would be so awesome. Yeah.
I had the opportunity to meet him as well. We all had dinner and stuff, and it was pretty amazing. He's a great guy. I mean, the stuff that they did I mean, he showed us a videotape of him falling from like a 5-story building onto a mat, and it was like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to do that.
That was an oh damn moment.
Yeah, damn, you did that? All right.
Very good question. Thank you.
Yeah.
Over here.
Yellow Ranger.
Hello.
Hello, darling.
Hi. Just wanted to know if any of you were going to be taking part in the new Ranger movie as cameos or maybe behind the scenes or anything like that.
As soon as they send me a contract.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's too early to tell, right? It's just like, well, we'll see. Stay tuned.
They're still writing the movie, actually, so I think we're all kind of waiting
to see.
It'd be cool if you guys could like give the new actors, you know, like your perspective of the characters that you guys played. It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if they want that.
Yeah, I don't think they'd probably want it.
It'd be like one of these things like, it has moved on so far. I have people tell me every day that what it was to what it is now is two totally different things. I think if we gave the new guys a perspective, it would be like a Chinese martial arts movie. You mess with my family. Now you must be. You know, I don't know if they do that in the new series. It was kind of our thing.
Well, I mean, it's a reboot of our shows, of the original, right? So
let's see what they do with it.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Yeah.
Have fun, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a headache.
Oh, Mona's in the house.
She's being shy right now. But thanks for being like her best friend. Just all she's done all weekend long is talk about you. Like she's being shy. She sees you. I was gonna ask, what is it like to be part of just this huge legacy? You know, I mean, when you guys wake up every morning, do you guys realize how much you influenced everybody?
Every morning.
I think it's grown on us. I mean, I think last year there was a commercial, Samsung commercial for the watch. I don't know if you saw that, but it was the other actors in the commercial were Captain Kirk, you know, and it was Admiral Get Smart. It was like Astro and the Jetsons. It was like all these iconic figures that
David Hasselhoff, Knight Rider.
David Hasselhoff, yeah, exactly. and us. And it was like, wow, we are a group with an amazing group of people, I mean, that have legendary status for me, and I went, wow, is that who we are too? That's pretty amazing, you know? And then coming here to the cons and seeing you guys and hearing the stories and now seeing pictures of us hugging you as kids. That's crazy. You're adults. It's kicking in that, wow, we really did something that was amazing. And it's not just here, it's in 40 countries, so it's even bigger than we know.
Let me give you another side of perspective on this. I left the industry for like 15 years. I became a medic, went and did other things. Let me tell you where I was when I saw the Samsung commercial. Because it's not like they came to me and were like, hey man, can we use your face? I mean, later they did when they figured out that I figured out that they had already used my face. They're like, maybe we should pay him for that. I'm just saying. But I was sitting in a command meeting in the Middle East, in a country called Kuwait, when my division chief and the other captains at the table were all sitting down having our command meeting, which happened once a month. And my division chief, who never let me live down the fact that I was a Power Ranger, we're sitting there and we had a projector up on, it was one of the really sexy areas where we could be at the time, where we actually had electricity and air conditioning. And the projector comes up and up shows this Samsung commercial. And when it started showing, what I'm seeing are watches and Samsung. I'm like, why is he giggling and showing me this like it's important? And then I figured it out. And not once but twice, I was like, Zordon. You know, didn't get to say a word. And I was just like, of all the places I could possibly be, in obscure 9th level of Dante's Inferno, here it is again. From my chief. It's like, this can't be normal. So, crazy. That's, you ever feel small? Like, that's how I feel, surrounded by 100 million folks like you around the world. You guys found me in Kuwait. You found each of us, and we didn't know you were still hungry. I didn't. It's kind of crazy.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Anyway.
Hi, BFF. No, you guys renewed our love for the show. I mean, the reality is it's, you know, it was 20 plus years ago, and a lot has happened in our lives. I mean, personally, professionally. I mean, you just live life at some point, you know? So to come back to that and to be surrounded by that, and I was telling someone the other day, I was like, it's like you sit at a table all day and every single person walks up and says how amazing you are and how you changed their life and how you played a part in something so, you know, amazing as their childhood, you know, and you still have that mark, and you meet little girls that age who look at you the same way that the adults are looking at you, because the show just keeps living and you guys show it to your children. So it's so amazing for us, and I think we're all just so humbled by it. It's hard to even grasp the effect it's been, and being able to go around the country and spend time with you and get to know you, and like we know some of you very well, you know, now we've been able to meet you throughout the years. It just blows my mind.
Absolutely. Great question.
Thank you.
I'm in love. She's too cute.
Mona's a cutie.
Hey guys, thanks for coming out again. Just as a kid, and this is a question for all of you guys. As a kid, one of the things I loved about the show was seeing a new monster or creature every week. And I was wondering, what is, if you guys had a favorite one, and what is your favorite monster?
I'm old school.
Let's just be clear, it was every day that we had a monster, not every week. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. In our time, it was every day. You know what? My favorites were the OGs. Like I loved Goldar. I love Rita. I love Zed. Like I felt like every monster they created, they were like, to me, they were still up here. You know. So those were my favorites. If I had to pick one. But like in 3 months, I'll have another one. It changes. I'm sorry.
You know what? I bet you the guy that made the most money on the entire show was the guy that had to make every costume every week.
Yeah, right.
Like that guy is probably living in Maui right now.
I got to say that you know, Lord Zed was pretty amazing. He was like a super villain, and very scary. He was more intimidating, I think, than anybody else. Like the buddies were fun. You're like, oh, shut up. They were fun, but Lord Zed was like, wow, that dude he's serious. I mean, you can see his blood in his veins, you know. I know we did one episode where we fought the armadillo.
Oh yeah.
Armadillo monster, and that
it was like a soccer ball.
It was a soccer ball, right? We were playing soccer on the field, and he came out of nowhere. And the funny thing about it is really what the suit was like. There was the monster that came out, and then there was the ball, and the ball was just a big rubber ball, and they had like strings attached to it, and they were pulling it down. They had 2 PAs pulling it down the field, and we had to jump over it like it was attacking us. We were like, run, now jump over the ball. Boom. We were doing flips. It was crazy. Just moments like that. They popped into my mind. Like, wow, that's right, that happened.
And at that point, we had fought enough monsters of all possible shapes and sizes that when they brought out a round beach ball on strings with 2 PAs attached to it, we were so conditioned, I don't even think we questioned it. We're like, really? You want us to jump over a big rubber ball and we're going to call it a monster? All right.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, because, I mean, we beat up purses. Somebody turned a purse into a monster, and a pig that ate all our weapons. I mean, at that point, you're like, somebody's like, oh, we're going to turn that chair right there into a bad guy. You're like, okay, I've seen it. Sure, man, I got this. Can I sit down when it's over then?
Yeah, great question. Thank you.
Right,
Thank you.
So I watched it when I was a kid. So as a kid, it goes back to everyone saying, you know, you guys were such big role models to us. I had actually just a funny thing to where when I was smaller, I believed everything that was going on in the show was actually in real life.
Right.
So as a kid, I was like, dear God, thanks for this great day, but please help the Power Rangers. Like when there were like new villains coming out, I was like, please God, like please protect the Power Rangers. Like I don't know what they're doing out there, but you gotta protect them. Either which way.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, I wanted to share it, so
I'll take them today.
That's awesome.
And just
that's the first time I've heard that.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Last thing, for actual question was, in the movie, did you guys prefer wearing the ninja ones or the actual, like the original suits one? I don't know if you guys had a preference. It was just like for a short time.
What did you think?
Well, I love the movie suits. I mean, I thought they looked really cool on screen. I really enjoyed it. They weighed a lot they weighed a lot. Like I think
And they had,
one
like,
was 40
horses.
pounds. Yeah. Well, I know for the girls it was a lot more difficult because you had to they squeezed you guys.
Yeah, we had a corset in the back, and then it was heavy. But no, I agree. They looked amazing. Like it was beyond anything, beyond the spandex.
And the ninja suits, they were just a pain in the butt to put on because you have gloves and you have all kinds of stuff, and then the laces. There were so many laces on the
Yeah.
shoes and on the gloves too. So those took a long time.
You needed someone to help you put them on. So it was like, okay, get them ready. And 15 minutes later, we're laced up, or so it was a pain. It was like 20 pieces.
And what's your first name?
Isaac with 2 A's.
Isaac with 2 A's.
Yes, and actually the Blue Ranger was always my favorite. So.
Oh well, that's sweet. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Go Billy, go.
Yeah.
Thank you. Great question. We're getting the thing that says to wrap it up, so we can take one more question, and I apologize to everybody else. So we're going to take
We'll
the
have
last
cake.
question over here.
We'll make it up with cake.
Okay, I just want to say, Walter and David, thank you for coming back, and Karen and Austin, thank you for coming to San Antonio. It's so awesome to see you guys. Mine is kind of like a little two-parter question. It's, what's the weirdest Power Ranger merchandise you've seen, and what's the weirdest thing you guys have had to sign?
Oh gosh. Weird merch.
Ending with a bang.
I know, right? I know. That's a good question.
I had an
Weird
interesting
merch.
one last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we've all been asked to sign various portions of bodies, skin. I've signed my fair share of arms, legs, shoulders. I've had a few ladies ask me to sign some rather risque places. But last night, I was out having dinner, and Karen was there, and when you and Zach totally abandoned me and went off,
All right, we left him.
I went on my way to the
Vulnerable.
restaurant.
We left him vulnerable.
On my way to the restaurant, I walked back to the area where there was 2 guys in line and a couple of ladies in line. Well, the whole restaurant had already been shooting photos and, talked with the chefs and stuff like that. And this lady came and she was standing there and she was looking at me. I was like, and 3, 2, 1. And she came over, she's like, hey, I'm kind of embarrassed, but would you mind giving me your autograph? So I'm looking for a pad of paper. I'm like, sure, man, no problem. And she says, well, could we go in there? And she points to the bathroom door.
Where was I? I missed all that?
And I just kind of looked at her, and I guess my look said it all, because what I was thinking was, I'm married.
Right.
I'm like, hello, I'm just saying. And she's like, I want you to sign right across my upper left butt cheek. I'm just like, okay.
Again, he's married.
Yeah. I'm like, do we, like this, no, we can't, awkward. Is this awkward? Because it was feeling awkward.
It's very awkward.
And then she kind of looked at me and she was like, or you could just sign my arm. I was like, okay, let's do that. And I signed her arm. But I mean, like when she asked me to do it, she was unbuttoning her pants. We're standing in the hallway. I'm like, whoa. Slow down, sister. I'm gonna get arrested.
Yeah. We always get those ones where you have to sign and they're going to the tattoo parlor like right after. And so I'm like, don't do it. When you're 70, what are you gonna do with our names on your arm? Come on now, don't do it. But I'm like talking them out of it, but that's the weirdest. I haven't got a butt cheek. I'm kind of jealous, but yeah.
I mean, like
no
I've had
butt
people
cheeks.
ask me, they're like, hey, would you sign my butt? And we laugh, but she meant it.
I can't beat that.
And I don't like Power Ranger merchandise. I mean, I'm always shocked at the merchandise that I see come up to my table because half the time I've never seen it. Like yesterday, somebody brought like half of a Command Center. I think it was like a toy, and it was like the Command Center toy. It was weird. I'd never seen it before, so I thought it was cool. But there's so much merchandise out there. I mean, they thought of every possible thing to suck you guys in. To take your money.
Thank your parents.
Thank your parents.
Thank your parents.
And thank you for, I mean, we don't get a portion of it, but thank you.
Saban thanks you.
Saban
really thanks you.
Yes.
So, great question. Thank you.
Thank
did you want to say anything else?
I signed a TV tray the other day. I'd never seen.
TV tray was cool. Never seen a TV tray.
I was like, that's cool. I was like,
Yeah.
I need one of these.
Never seen a TV tray. Very awesome.
The reason I asked is because my boyfriend had said he saw a Power Ranger like pager, like a beeper toy for kids.
Oh, really?
I was like, that's so 90s. I just
The old 90s. Like, oh my God.
Pagers.
Gag me with this spoon.
Nice.
All right. Well, before we go, I want to. Where's Aaron?
Aaron.
You asked the question. There you are.
There he is.
Aaron, what size T-shirt do you think you wear?
I can go either a 2 or a 3.
I have a 2. Is that good?
Works for me.
Okay. And where's Isaac? Are you still here, Isaac?
Isaac.
You just asked the awesome question, dude. Where are you? Oh, he left.
That quick?
Really?
Isaac?
All right. Well, Aaron, you're.
Way to step in.
Aaron, come up here, buddy.
Everybody give Aaron a round of applause.
So this is a Blue Ranger T-shirt, but it's signed by all of us. So.
All right, so let's have cake, and all of you go see us at our table. It's our last day. We only have a few more hours here, so please, we want to meet you, we want to hug you, we want to talk to you. Come see us, okay? Bye.
Thanks, guys.